on, guys? It is Ruben here, back again with another video review, and today we're going to be having a look at one of my favorite personal figures in my collection. Personally, one of my favorite figures in my collection, guys. Yep, that's right. Today we're going to be having a look at the Neca Batman 1989 movie figure. And this is an amazing figure, simply just a remarkable piece brought to us by our people over at Neca. And to be honest, it holds a very special place in my heart and in my collection. I mean, I really do love this figure, man. You can't really find any other figure, any other 1989 Batman figure in 7-inch scale. So, I mean, to have this in my collection really is great, and it does go for a lot of money too. But yeah, just a really great, amazing piece. I do have one flaw about this figure. I have some suggestions. They're not flaws, but suggestions. But I have one flaw, and I think you might be able to point it, to see it already. But I'm going to point it out here later. But first, of course, as always, we're going to be having a look at the packaging real quick. The packaging is very simple, but we'll have a look at it here in a little bit. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this review. I mean, it's a great figure, man. So let's go ahead and have a look at the quick packaging, and then we'll be back to this awesome figure. So much to talk about, guys. So much. All right, so here we have the packaging. Basic packaging, guys. You're used to seeing the clam shell packaging, like the hard clam shell that you can only open with like an X-Acto knife or something. But this is pretty much just a standard cardboard packaging with the blister card right here, and you just tear it off. Oh yeah, I did it from the bottom. That's how I usually take them out, so I don't ruin the top, and then just slip it out. But yeah, they did re-release this in the clamshell packaging, which I really do love. I need to get me one in clamshell packaging. Reason why I love the clamshell packaging so much, especially with the Neca figures, is they preserve the packaging a lot better, and you don't really ruin it depending on how you open it. I usually just cut it from the bottom here and then aside, slip it out, and then put it back in here. I don't know, me personally, I like to preserve my packages. So maybe one day I can put it back in there or something, or review them, of course. So up there it just says Batman with a bunch of stars, ages, what is that, 7? No, ages 14 and up. On the bottom, you don't really have much. Yeah, it's just a basic figure in there. And on the back is where you get all the stuff. You get the stars again on the top that says Batman. And I just want to point it out because people have mistaken this. Even my own little brother's mistaken it. This is not the picture of the 7-inch figure that you are getting. Crap, focus. Yeah, so this is not the 7-inch figure you're getting. Reason how you can tell is because of the cape and the way it looks. This is actually the 32-inch, I believe, version. The huge, big version that costs like $100 and something. But yeah, this is a different version. I just wanted to point that out. On the bottom, you have a bit of a read-up. If you want to read it, you can pause it right now. As you can tell, it says Neca Real Toys, aka one of my favorite companies of all time. So yeah, pretty simple packaging. Not bad, really not bad. But yeah. Anyway, let's bring out the figure now and let's talk about it. So discussing this figure, I just want to discuss how it first came to be. First, it came to be in the Ultimate packaging. It was like like the video game version, all purple and blue and stuff, and I was like, oh crap, they finally gave us a 7-inch version of the figure, but it's not, an original normal piece. It's like all digitalized or whatever. So then later they released this figure painted form just like this, as you see it right now, with this packaging, but it came with the new Blu-ray version of Batman, which I was really excited for, but I didn't want to buy the DVD. And then finally they released the figure by itself in Toys R Us, and I found it at Toys R Us and I got it, and I was so excited, man. Great. If I remember correctly, I think my brother got me this for my birthday. I don't remember, but I've had it for 2 years. Great figure. So having a look at the figure, I even have its own little stand. He doesn't come with that stand. You got the figure going on here. You got the boots. These are actually Nike shoes. Fun fact, Batman wore Nike black shoes. They don't have the logo, of course, because NECA can't do that, but yeah. This is like a soft rubber piece right here. And then you have the knee pads going on there. It's all rubber, going up. And then you got the NECA diaper, as I like to call it, as many people on YouTube call it as well. You have the utility belt right there going on there. On the back, pretty cool piece. It's like two different pieces. You got the body armor going on here, connected to the top part of the torso. And then you got, of course, the bat logo, which is connected to the cowl going on here. Shoulders going on there. You got the gauntlets going on here with his iconic razor, and they are pretty sharp. They're hard and they're sharp. But yeah. And then you have his fist going on there, his gloves. And of course, who could forget about that infamous Bruce Wayne Batman head going on there with Michael Keaton, which, by the way, is my personal favorite Batman, is Michael Keaton. Great going on here, man. Great head sculpt. Okay, so I wanted to point out the flaw here is the cape. It is ripping apart as, I guess, as you pull it or as you try to like flex it or do stuff. After a while, it does rip off, which I do find a bit annoying. It's the fabric of the cape and the way it's made. I mean, it looks like a great cape, honestly, and it's very expandable. It expands pretty, you know, it expands a lot. Let me see here. But yeah, it expands a lot. See, great. But I don't like the fabric it's made out of. It's very, very thin. I feel like I'm gonna rip it. So what I did, me being the smart guy I am, I made my own little cape here out of an old black t-shirt. And it doesn't have the little details, the little wings going on there, points, but it just has a hole, and I made it pretty long. And that's actually how I have it. I literally just took this off and then put this one on just for the review. All you have to do is pop off the head and put this on here, and I'll show you that in a little bit. But just having a look at that face again, man. I love this face, dude. Look at him. You can actually kind of see underneath the cowl there, but you don't want to rip it. You can actually see down there, though. The eyes are painted black, of course, with the makeup. Ears are a little flawed, dude. I love the ears. Great figure going on here, man. Just an iconic and amazing figure. I love it. By the way, I've seen people do like customs, tearing this whole thing apart, buying another figure, tearing this cowl off. It's actually half a face. It's not a full face underneath here. That would, you know, that kind of sucks. But yeah, and then they've sculpted and made their own face like that, or they cut it off like how they did in Batman Returns, and then they sculpted the hair on, and then they painted the rest right here. And it looks a lot like Michael Keaton. I've seen customs. I kind of want to do one, but I don't have another figure. But yeah. So Batman doesn't really come with much accessories, but he does come with a little bit, and they wouldn't even really be able to fit it in there. It came in a little baggy. So he does come with his grapple gun going on here. I don't have him posed with it. I just have him posed, you know, regular without any accessories. But he does come with his grapple gun. Hold up. Okay. The grapple gun is pretty basic. Nothing too special going on here. But yeah. The hook, and then, you know, yeah, not bad. And it does come with an extra hand right here that can hold the grapple gun, which is great if you want to pop that hand on. And then it comes with another hand which has a little hole right there, which you're probably wondering, what's the hole for, dude? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is for the batarang that he comes with, and it kind of reminds me of the one that he used in Batman Returns whenever he beats all them guys up, the remote control batarang, you know, and then the dog ends up catching it, and Penguin later uses it to kill that chick. But yeah, there you have the batarang that holds it in there. Not better, but it holds it pretty good, I guess. But yeah, not bad. It's just flat on this side, but right here is where all the details at. But yeah, that's all the accessories comes with. Just 2 extra hands and the batarang and the grapple gun. Alright, so real quick, I wanted to point out what I did with the cape. Here is the old cape. That's how it looks like right there. It's about to tear, see? So I didn't want it to tear, so I made the custom cape here. And all I did really was put the custom cape over the neck joint there. And then I grabbed the head right here. I just popped it on. That's it. Alright, so for articulation, his head doesn't move up just like in the films. He just turns. And the arms do go up that much, rotates at the shoulder. Kind of stiff though. A bend at the elbow, rotation at the elbow, rotation at the wrist, and a pivot at the wrist. He has a a ab crunch, but it's kind of hindered because of the plastic here. Rotation at the waist though. His legs go forward that much, but it's kind of hindered from the Neca diaper going on there. A bend at the knee, single bend, rotation at the knee, rotation at the ankle, and an ankle pivot. So yeah, there you have it. So size comparison time, guys. Here is the NECA 1989 Batman figure next to all my other Batman figures in my collection. Not much, I know, but yeah, here he is next to the DC Multiverse Suicide Squad Batman, my bad. Also has a custom cape. And then here he is next to the Arkham Asylum DC Collectibles Batman and the DC Collectibles Batman the Animated Series Batman. So yeah, huge Batman fan here, guys. Yeah, so as you can see, he does look a lot better with his custom cape now, see? And here he is next to another great figure, the Mezco Harley Quinn, Suicide Squad Harley Quinn. I'll be doing a review over her next time, so don't worry, guys. And here he is next to the Mezco Joker going on there. And then next to the Star Wars Black Series Darth Vader. And next to Marvel Legends Wolverine. And next to the Star Wars Black Series First Order Stormtrooper. So there you have it, guys, the NECA 1989 Batman figure, one of my favorite figures in my collection, and one of the greatest figures that NECA has ever made, in my opinion. Highly recommend picking this figure up, especially if you're a hardcore Batman fan like I am. Great figure, man. I feel like it could have came with more accessories. What I would do for a Michael Keaton interchangeable head, oh, that'd be so amazing, guys. But yeah, I'm really hoping to make an ultimate version of this figure, or maybe something different. I don't know, maybe a Joker figure. Oh, that'd be so great, man. Or, you know, a Catwoman figure. I just really hope they continue doing this. You know, not just this, but more. I love how NECA is going. Just please make more. So yeah, great figure. Highly recommend it. I think it goes for $50. I got it for $25 at Toys R Us, which is now shutting down. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this.